test you on, not what the essential elements are, but what the non-essential elements are. Because recording, as much as we've talked about recording in this class, it seems like it would be an essential element, but it is not. Why do we record? Matter of fact, let's go for the goal here. There's two reasons why you record deeds that we talked about in this class. What's the first major reason that you record a deed?
Contract.
Just because of the contract. So you are going to get that one. Do you remember also in chapter 10 when we went over the contract? How does the contract define closing? Closing is the date and time of recordation of deed. So those are two good reasons to record. But not because it's an essential element. And by the way, when you remember your essential element list, who has to sign the deed? The grantor. The grantor has to sign the deed. The grantee just must be named with certainty. Both parties must be named with certainty, of course. Okay? Good, good. Types of deed: general warranty versus special warranty versus quitclaim deed. Are you okay on the difference between general warranty versus special warranty? And do you promise me, and I'm not talking like lawyer, okay? I'm talking about, you understand there's a time frame issue here. In a general warranty deed, the seller has literally said, I will protect you against all claims whatsoever, or persons whomsoever, I don't care how far in the past it arises. Okay? But in special warranty deed, I will only defend you against claims arising out of when? My possession of the property. So you're okay with that timeline, right? Okay. And then, can you name me one good example when special warranty deeds are often used in the field? More specifically, when the bank takes it over in foreclosure and sells it as an REO. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I even put that in your notes there, so that's just kind of a tip to you. I don't think it'll be a big deal, but if it is, you will have seen it. And then remember, quitclaim deed, I can transfer anything I own under a quitclaim deed. It's uncommon that people transfer, under contracts, fee simple absolute using a quitclaim deed. Quitclaim deeds are most often used to cure defects or for specific circumstances. And one of those specific circumstances I often use would be like in a divorce or a separation situation. Whatever was mine is now yours. And remember this little tidbit. Remember, if I own property as tenancy by the entirety, there's only one person in the world that I can transfer my property to without my wife's signature, and that is my wife. Okay? That happens all the time in like divorce and separation type situations. Okay? Bargain and sale deed is roughly the equivalent of a quitclaim deed. We don't normally use those in North Carolina, but if you see bargain and sale, just treat it as if it was a quitclaim deed, and I think you're probably going to be okay. No warranties involved. And then title assurance, the point that we're trying to make here under title assurance is just simply this. There are a lot of things that are going on that make me feel that I have good, clean title. What are they? Well, who can legally do a title examination? Anyone can legally do a title examination, but only an attorney can issue a what? Opinion of title. So there's a title exam that was done, probably by a paralegal. The title abstract is a written history, like in paragraph form, of anything associated with this property. The attorney reads that abstract, and then they write an opinion of title about it. That opinion of title is used for a title insurance company to issue a title insurance policy on the property. And you know what? The seller told me he had good title in the general warranty deed, right? That's what makes me feel that I have good title. Quiet enjoyment, a reasonable expectation that the title is good. Do y'all feel okay about all of those words? Okay? You're not going to be asked to do a title search. You just need to know how it applies. Yeah, Deb?
Why would you need, if you have a general warranty deed, why would you need title insurance?
Well, because remember, in a general warranty deed, who told you that they had good title? The seller. What happens if you have to go back and sue the seller and they're insolvent? Okay? Same thing with the opinion of title. Why can't I just trust the attorney's opinion of title? Well, you probably can, to be honest with you, but do attorneys ever make mistakes? Among mistakes that attorneys make, there might be a forgery that they can't know about or something fraudulent. So basically, these are things that are built on each other. The seller promise, the attorney promise, title insurance just in case. Okay, perfect, perfect. And then finally, the Marketable Title Act. Listen, if any questions at all, remember the words start with the letter M. Machinery Act, Marketable Title Act, Mechanics Lien, I'm sure there's some other stuff out there as well. So just be advised, even though it may or may not be the answer to the question, it looks great as a potential choice. Marketable Title Act. If you see anything having to do with a 30-year statute of limitations on claims on title, that's the Marketable Title Act. No one's made a claim in 30 years on the title of this property, so therefore we believe it's clean. If you ever get a question about title searches, and the concept is that title searches are often done back 40 to 60 years, you say, what's significant about 40 or 60 years? Nothing, other than the fact that it exceeds how much? 30. It exceeds 30. That's the significance of that. And then excise tax. By this point, good morning, Adam. The excise tax, by this point, do you remember this? Excise tax is always paid for by whom? Always paid for by the seller. Do you remember that the way of calculating excise tax is you take the what price? Sell price, not the loan amount, the sell price, and you divide it by what? And if there's any remainder at all, you round it up to the next one whole dollar. That is everything you ever need to know about the excise tax. Okay. All right. Adam, you got here just in time for break. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. We're going to do break like 13 minutes, okay? 11:05. Now listen, did you see the way it went? Everybody's running. You saw the way it went? That's the way it's going to be all day, okay? All day. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've got it on that piece of it. So I've got this one.
Hey, Adam, in favor, will you go up there and shut off that recorder? You'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see a little button with a orange line through it. Just push that button.
Okay.
Right at the back.
Okay, cool.